Have you ever wondered, how do you really know when a woman is attracted to you? She might not come right out and say it. In fact, most women never do. But if you pay attention, her actions, her body language, her subtle flirtations, they'll tell you everything you need to know. Now, here's the twist. Many men miss these signs because they're too desperate, too anxious, or simply too distracted. And this is where Stoicism comes into play. When you develop the calm, grounded mindset of a Stoic man, you stop overanalyzing every little move. You observe with clarity. You see what's really happening. And more importantly, you respond with strength instead of neediness. So today we're going to break it down. We're going to uncover the specific ways a woman flirts when she's truly attracted to you and how you, as a man living by Stoic principles, should recognize and respond to those signals. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you won't just understand female attraction better. You'll also learn how to carry yourself like the kind of man women naturally want to flirt with. Main body. Part 1. Attraction through subtle energy. Let's start with something most men overlook. Attraction is energy. A woman doesn't always flirt with words. She flirts with presence. When she's attracted to you, her entire energy shifts around you. She'll linger a little longer. Her voice might soften, her laughter becomes more frequent, and her body unconsciously angles towards you. These micro signals may seem small, but to the man who is calm, grounded, and observant, they are loud and clear. Think about this. A stoic man isn't chasing approval. He isn't glued to his phone waiting for her text. Instead, he stands firm, observing reality as it is. So when a woman's energy shifts in his presence, he notices. He reads the room. He understands that attraction is rarely about grand gestures. It's about the invisible threads she weaves through her behavior. Here's a real life example. You're at a coffee shop. You're sitting calmly, maybe reading a book or working on your laptop. A woman nearby keeps glancing at you. At first, you think it's random, but then you notice every time you look up, she looks away. Later, she finds a reason to stand near you, maybe at the sugar counter, even though she already put cream in her coffee. That's not coincidence, that's subtle flirting. But here's the Stoic lesson. Don't jump up, don't chase, don't suddenly overthink it. Simply remain calm, grounded, and aware. If she's truly interested, her actions will continue to create opportunities for connection. Part 2. The playful tease. Now let's talk about one of the most common ways women flirt, teasing. When a woman is attracted to you, she might playfully challenge you, make little jokes at your expense, or exaggerate something you said. But here's the key. It's not meant to insult, and it's meant to spark a connection. Why do women tease? Simple. It's a way to test your composure. They want to see if you get flustered, if you become defensive, or if you can laugh it off like a man in control of his emotions. A stoic man thrives here. Instead of reacting emotionally, he smiles. He might play along, tease back lightly, or simply nod with confidence. That calm reaction communicates volumes. I'm unshaken. I'm grounded. I don't need your validation, but I enjoy your energy. This dynamic is powerful because it creates polarity. She gives you playful resistance, and your composure shows her that you're not fragile. Women respect and are deeply attracted to a man who can handle their teasing with grace. Here's a quick story. I knew a guy named Omar. Whenever a woman teased him, he'd get defensive. If she joked about his shirt, he'd explain why he wore it. If she poked fun at his accent, he'd correct her. What happened? Every time the energy died. Why? Because defensiveness communicates insecurity. Now compare that with another friend of mine, Samir. When a woman teased him, he'd just grin and say, "You love it." Simple, calm, no emotional reactivity. And every single time, the woman's attraction grew. Why? Because he passed the unspoken test. Part 3. Physical proximity. Here's another powerful sign. When a woman is attracted to you, she finds excuses to be near you. It's not always direct. She may not march up and sit beside you, but she'll move closer in subtle ways, standing near you in a group conversation, brushing past you more often than necessary, or choosing the seat next to you, even when the room isn't crowded. Now, to the untrained man, these moments go unnoticed. But a stoic man, he sees them clearly without exaggerating their meaning. He doesn't think, oh my God, she sat next to me. She must be in love with me. Instead, he thinks, interesting. She chose to be closer. That's a signal worth noting. And here's where most men go wrong. They pounce on it. The moment she sits near them, they lean in too aggressively, talk too much, or invade her space. That kills the vibe. The Stoic approach is different. Maintain your frame. Allow her to come closer, but don't collapse into her presence. Give her the gift of your calm energy. That balance of closeness and restraint creates magnetic tension. Part 4, the eyes don't lie, or the eyes. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and when a woman is attracted to you, her eyes tell the whole story. She will hold your gaze just a little longer than normal. She might glance at your lips when you're speaking, or she'll look at you, then look away, then look back again. These aren't random, they're instinctive signals of interest. Now, here's where Stoicism is powerful. The average guy, when he catches a woman staring, either looks away nervously or overreacts by staring her down in a creepy way. Both extremes kill the moment. A stoic man, on the other hand, meets her gaze with calm confidence. Not a smirk, not desperation, just presence. If she looks away, he doesn't chase with his eyes. If she holds the gaze, he holds it back with warmth, not pressure. Remember, attraction thrives in tension. The eyes create a silent dialogue, a dance of curiosity. But that dance only works if you remain centered. Story example. I remember a friend telling me about a woman on a train. She kept looking at him, then looking away. Most men would have second guessed it. Maybe she's just bored. Maybe she's staring at something behind me. But he simply held eye contact when their eyes met and gave a slight nod of acknowledgement. Later, when they got off at the same stop, she started the conversation. Why? Because his calm presence gave her permission to act on her interest. Part 5, the accidental touch. Physical touch is one of the strongest indicators of attraction, especially when it appears accidental. A woman who is interested in you might lightly brush your arm while talking, adjust your collar, or playfully tap your shoulder when laughing. These aren't random, they're her way of testing the comfort level between you. But here's the trap. Many men either ignore it completely or get too excited and escalate too quickly. Both extremes ruin the subtle dance. The Stoic approach, notice it but don't overreact. Allow the touch to land, and if the vibe feels right, reciprocate lightly and naturally. Stoicism teaches us that we don't force outcomes. We respond to reality as it unfolds. So when she accidentally touches you, don't think, yes, this means she loves me. Instead, think, she's testing comfort. I acknowledge it, but I remain composed. Women find this restraint deeply attractive because it signals mastery over your impulses. You're not ruled by the excitement of the moment, you're anchored in self control. Part 6, she mirrors you. One of the subconscious signs of attraction is mirroring. If you cross your arms, she crosses hers. If you lean in slightly, she does too. This is psychology at play. People mirror those they like and admire. Here's why this matters for the Stoic man. When you're calm, collected, and grounded, she starts to mirror your calmness. This makes her feel more comfortable, and comfort is the foundation of attraction. But here's the key. Don't start copying her. That looks forced and needy. Instead, focus on maintaining your strong, relaxed posture. Let her do the mirroring. That's how you know the attraction is real. Example. I once observed a conversation where a man was sipping his drink slowly, leaning back and speaking in a calm tone. The woman across from him unconsciously mirrored his pace. She started slowing her gestures, leaning back slightly, and even sipping her drink in sync. That's a clear sign. His calm masculine presence pulled her into his frame. Part 7. She seeks your attention. Indirectly. When a woman is attracted to you, she doesn't always approach directly. Sometimes she flirts by creating opportunities for you to notice her. She might speak louder when you're nearby, laugh a little more dramatically, or position herself where you can see her. She may even talk to your friends more than you, just to get your attention without risking direct rejection. The insecure man thinks, why is she ignoring me? She must not like me. The stoic man, however, sees the bigger picture. He understands that attraction often hides behind layers of subtlety. The correct response? Don't chase. Simply stay calm, observe, and allow the situation to unfold naturally. If the signs keep appearing, you can engage when the time feels right. Remember, a stoic doesn't force reality, he moves in alignment with it. Part 8. Playful competition. Another form of flirting is playful competition. She might challenge you to a game of pool, argue over a trivial opinion, or bet you something silly. On the surface, it looks like harmless fun, but underneath, it's her way of engaging with you emotionally. Why do women do this? Because competition creates sparks, it forces interaction. And when attraction is there, those sparks feel exciting. The stoic man thrives in these moments. He doesn't take the competition too seriously, nor does he try too hard to win. Instead, he plays with calm confidence, enjoying the process rather than needing the outcome. This balance makes the interaction magnetic. Story example. I once saw a woman challenge a man at a bar to a darts game. She was smiling, playful, and kept joking that she would crush him. He, instead of getting cocky or defensive, simply said, "We'll see," with a calm smile. That quiet confidence made her more flirtatious with every throw. The lesson? Attraction lives in the playful tension, not in proving dominance. Part 9. The jealousy test. Here's a classic one. When a woman is attracted to you, she may try to spark a little jealousy. Maybe she mentions another guy who texted her. Maybe she laughs at another man's joke while subtly watching your reaction. Or she might talk about an ex in a way that seems designed to get a response. Why does she do this? It's not malicious, it's instinctual. She wants to see how secure you are. She's testing whether you'll get flustered, insecure, or angry. And here's where Stoicism shines. A Stoic man doesn't get pulled into emotional storms. He knows he cannot control what she says or who she mentions, but he can control his own response. So instead of reacting with insecurity, he stays calm. Maybe he smiles, maybe he changes the subject lightly, or maybe he simply acknowledges it and moves on. This composure communicates strength. It tells her, I don't compete for validation. I am secure in who I am. And paradoxically, that makes her more attracted because most men fail this test. Part 10. She invests in the conversations. When a woman is flirting with you, she won't give you one-word answers. She'll invest, she'll ask follow-up questions, she'll share personal stories, and she'll look for common ground. This is attraction in action, effort. If she's not interested, she won't bother, but if she's into you, she'll feed the conversation energy. Here's the mistake men make. They overtalk. They don't let her invest because they're too busy trying to impress. A stoic man, however, understands the power of silence. He knows he doesn't have to fill every pause with words. He listens. He allows her to contribute. And when she does, he acknowledges her effort with calm presence. Remember, women are more attracted to how you make them feel than what you say. If your presence makes her open up, you're winning without even trying. Part 11. Her body opens up. Another sign of attraction is open body language. She faces you directly, her arms are relaxed, and her feet point toward you. She might lean in while you're talking, lowering her voice as if sharing a secret. Body language never lies. Words can be faked, but the body always reveals the truth. Stoicism teaches us to observe reality clearly without adding unnecessary stories. So instead of overanalyzing, you simply notice. Her posture is open, she's engaged. That's attraction. But here's the crucial part: don't mirror neediness. Don't lean in too much or invade her space prematurely. Let her openness be the invitation, and then respond with balance. Part 12. She gives you verbal hints. Some women flirt by dropping little hints in conversation. She might joke about what kind of girlfriend she'd be, ask if you're dating anyone, or comment that she likes your style. These are not random, they're breadcrumbs. She's giving you subtle openings to see if you'll notice. Now, here's the Stoic wisdom: don't pounce on every hint as if it's a green light. Stay calm. Respond naturally, but don't overinflate it. If she says, "I bet you're trouble," you don't need to launch into a speech. A simple, calm smile and a playful reply like, "maybe," is enough. Why? Because less is more. A man who doesn't overreact is infinitely more attractive. Part 13. She remembers the details. When a woman is truly interested, she pays attention. She'll remember small details you told her: your favorite drink, your hobbies, even little things you said in passing. That's flirting in disguise. It shows she values your words and wants to build a deeper connection. Most men overlook this and keep trying to impress. But the Stoic man recognizes that attraction is shown through effort. If she's remembering the little things, she's invested. And here's the best part: when you calmly acknowledge it, you remembered that? Nice. It deepens the bond without you having to overdo anything. Part 14, the long goodbye. Here's one final sign: when she's attracted, she doesn't want the interaction to end. The goodbye lingers. She stalls, she asks another question, or she smiles a little longer before walking away. This is one of the clearest indicators of attraction. If she wasn't interested, she'd leave quickly. But if she stays, even when the conversation is technically over, it means she wants more. The Stoic man doesn't drag it out or beg for more time. He respects the moment, ends it with calm confidence, and leaves her with the desire to see him again. That self control, ending the interaction on your terms, is incredibly attractive. Conclusion. So let's bring this all together. A woman may never come right out and say, "I'm attracted to you." Instead, she flirts in subtle, playful, and often indirect ways. Through her eyes, her body language, her teasing, her investment, and even her silence, she communicates volumes. But here's the truth: none of this matters if you don't have the right mindset. Without stoicism, you'll overthink. You'll get nervous. You'll chase. You'll miss the signs or misinterpret them. With stoicism, however, everything changes. You observe calmly. You see reality as it is, not as your emotions want it to be. You remain centered, unshaken, and confident. And that composure makes you magnetic. Remember, attraction isn't about tricks or lines. It's about presence. It's about being the man who doesn't need validation because he already validates himself. That's the man women are drawn to. That's the man women flirt with. So the next time you notice these signs, don't rush, don't force. Simply acknowledge, stay grounded, and let the moment unfold. Because when you carry yourself with stoic strength, attraction becomes effortless. Final motivational note for viewers. Gentlemen, if you want women to flirt with you effortlessly, don't chase attraction. Build yourself, build your presence, live with purpose, discipline, and calm confidence. And I promise, you won't have to wonder if she's flirting with you. You'll know.